So now that I got some time at home because of the the big bad, I think it's about time to not have my monitor on a meticulously placed pile of boxes. And I decided that the rest of my setup needed a little cleaning too. So I guess let's call this Pimp My Setup. Wait, has that been used? Whatever. This will probably be a 2 or 3 part series. If you guys like it, hit subscribe, because even I don't know when the next episode will be. Honestly, the pile of boxes has served me well. I used to have an older crappy monitor, but after a loud crash at night, it was, let's say, peacefully retired. But that gave me an excuse to finally have 3 of the same size monitor. So first I dug up a random piece of particle board, and it literally happened to be the right size. I mean, if you flip it the right way. And I busted out my best piece of plywood I had in my free pile. Good thing I set the depth of cut right. Oh yeah, sorry if you have epilepsy, but I think it might be a bit late for that warning. And playing a little bit of Jenga, it seemed to be the right size. By that I mean half an inch too tall. But let's skip over that. And then I cheated at Jenga and screwed the pieces together. Did you know that if you run a bandsaw backwards, it can friction weld wood together? That's how I get some bigger scraps. Oh, and ignore the multiple changes of clothes in some very matching color. I mean, who cares? I don't have to socialize with anyone. So then I screw the back into the cabinet thing to give it some strength. And using my imaginary pocket hole jig, I screwed on another piece that was literally the perfect length. Like, what is my luck? And as it would turn out, my luck is pretty bad because I had perfectly too little lacquer for actually covering the top. I tried spraying it out, but it didn't really work. And I put it on my very clean countertop, and you can watch me mentally disintegrate. I tried cutting a trim with my bandsaw, and the fact that I wasn't having it and this 2x6 happened to be 8 feet long, I pretended that nothing happened. This bandsaw has cut 8-inch oak before, I swear. The $30 jointer comes in handy even though it gives a nice toasty smell. And don't you dare say in the comments that I wasn't using proper safety equipment. I made sure to use my safety squints. But leave a nice comment anyways, cause YouTube likes that. I always leave the glue spreading to my patented long screwdriver. Oh wait, that's not from this video. Now the next thing I decided to deal with was the cable management, and for this I invented the box with legs. You'll see. Normally I would just edit this so it cuts between every nail shot, but that would be way too much work for my hard-earned zero YouTube cash money. I guess replacing the blade on my bandsaw to one that's already been used made it a lot better, so now I'm cutting the legs for this box with legs. Don't you love it when you think you're stopping the recording, but actually you just started it? So enjoy this accurate representation. You might have to rewind just to notice. So obviously when building something to support like 30 pounds of expensive computer parts, you make sure to skimp out and give it like 3 legs. Oh, and this box with legs has legs on the top and the bottom. These will actually support the computer feet. I present to you the box with legs. Very carefully putting it on, and I think that's enough for now. I guess it's time to manage just a few cables. Basically, I just unplugged and separated all the cables. Now the whole point of the box was to shove cables in. I may have made it a bit small, but with excess amounts of force, everything goes together. Just a few cracking sounds. And of course, the hole I made for the cables was too small for the massive tumor on the cable. I only had to redo the cables in the box like what, 3 times? First, one of the monitors didn't have power, and then the crappy USB hub I used completely died, so I had to redo all of those wires too. Here I just didn't want to see any of the monitor cables hanging down. And now you get to watch me and my feet struggle to put on some door hinges, and the door for my Jink cabinet. But when I realized the 2 hinges I had were different sizes, I gave up and found some smarter hinges. Using some claps, I removed the hardware from the actual drawers, because I think the fronts are ugly. But of course the front was nailed on with an abundance of nails, so I guess I have to make a cover for them. And after raiding my stash of free plywood from the the department store trash can, I cut them into infected outdoors. Once again at the cancer crater, I sanded everything down. And I annoyed everyone in the house again with my leaking air compressor. And I gave this plywood its only structural rigidity. And to cover up my mistake, I smothered it in spackle and painted it a few times with a random can of paint that was 90% rusty iron. So good I made it the perfect size, and absolutely none of it cracked, and a good thing the drawer even closed. Lastly, using some grade A weathered plywood, I just made a quick monitor stand, because my mill monitor happens to be shorter than all the others. And then you're done. I think it's a bit better than it was before, and you already know it's gonna get messy within a week, but next episode I plan on working on the computer itself. And sorry about the lack of good jokes, but let me know in the comments if you like this longer video from my other ones. I need some more views so YouTube can like my videos. And stay healthy, boomers.